Welcome to episode 4 of my cake frosting journey. Today I'm frosting my daughter's birthday cake, but while I frost this cake, I will be giving you reasons why you should learn how to bake and frost your cakes. Guys, this particular cake I'm frosting today has some imperfections, but then I'm going to still make it as pretty as I can. But it is much more important for me to give you this 411 or 101 on the reasons why your cakes are much more important for it to be made yourself. You need to learn how to bake those cakes and frost them. There are many reasons why learning to bake and frost cakes can be rewarding, and it is a valuable skill. Beyond just making or enjoying delicious treats, there are detailed reasons you have to consider why you should bake and frost your cakes. First, I'm leveling up this cake here, and that brings me to creativity. I have to level it up, make it equal, take off the rough parts, so this cake will be much more enjoyable. I'm taking off the parts I feel are not too hard here, but they have the brownish side, so I just take them off. And this is experiencing the creative part of me, or it's making me feel like I'm working like an artisan. Yes, so baking and frosting a cake helps with the creativity and self-expression. It offers endless possibilities for creative expressions. It gives you the opportunity to experiment with flavors, experiment with texture, colors, and design to create your truly unique and personalized cakes. It helps you know that you want to do something in a certain way, you want to make your cake in a certain way, and you start learning on the job, you start experimenting. So far so good. I'm not so perfect, but trying my hands on this cake helps me know that I can actually do something nice. I'm actually creative. We live in a world that is a creative space. Everyone is a creator, whether you agree with me or not. That ability to know how to make things nice, know how to keep things, know how to fix things, it's creation. It's a creation. You're creating. So when you do this, you're actually expressing yourself and bringing your creativity to light. Another reason I'll drop here is it gives you a sense of accomplishment. Whether you bake and frost a cake for ceremonies, house parties, your friend's birthday, or just a major ceremony, it gives you that sense of fulfillment. You're just happy. It can be a satisfying, confidence boosting experience. Seeing your creation come to life and being appreciated by others can be deeply rewarding. Imagine baking your cake and everyone at home or your friends say, "Wow, this tastes so good. The texture is nice. I think, this looks good." Or you successfully frost it in a way that everyone gets to say, "Wow, that's so amazing." It's a lovely experience for me, and I know it will be for you. It's calming, it's relieving, and yes, that sense of accomplishment is there, knowing that you've done something worth wow. You used your time well, your time didn't just go to ruin. That's an amazing experience. Successfully knowing that you've done this and everyone is happy, it gives you that good feel. You just take it, yes, I accomplished something. I made people feel happy. I baked this cake. Yes, anyone judging a food will always tell that whatever you made is made with love and it radiates in the food. For me, food is a love language. Whether you're cooking normal food or you're baking and toasting and frying, presenting it to people to eat and have fun and feel good is worth it. It always gives you that pride. Food is a love language, like I said. It's your way of expressing your love to others when you give them something made with love, something made with that goodness and happy feel. Yes, that is it. Now I begin stacking the cake on this cake plate or the cake tray, and that brings me to this is a form of relaxation and stress relief. Process of baking and decorating can be meditative and calming. Here I am frosting this cake. It's just a quiet room. My family is not here, my kids are not here. I like to frost my cakes when everywhere is quiet, even for the purpose of filming. But it is relaxing and it's a stress relief. It gives me that time to like think, am I doing something right? Okay, this is a form of art. It's a calming experience for me. I just do this in the quiet of the room and I can hear my thoughts. Focusing on the steps, techniques, and sensory experiences can take your mind off worries and provide a welcome escape from the daily pressures. This time is not the time for me to think of any other thing apart from this cake and frosting. So yes, I've escaped the pressure coming from anywhere at this moment, and it is really a lovely feeling. Right now I'm layering the cake. I added some biscoff on the inside and a little bit of my MI frosting on the sides. I'm yet to find out a perfect recipe for my crumb coat, and that includes what I add on the inside as the frosting and the first layering of the outside. I need to find a good recipe for the crumb coating, but right now I'm still working with whatever I know and whatever I can think of. And here it brings me to the chocolate flavored cake. I also add some biscoff on the inside with the frosting round. I flatten it a bit to give it that beautiful look so my cake isn't so puffed up. If this was a commercial cake, I'm sure it would be way higher because they have to pad it with a lot of frosting. I'm not a frosting girl. Left for me, like I said in previous videos, I like my cakes bare. But for the purpose of the ceremony, beautiful cakes, colorful cakes add some life, they add some joy to a room. It makes everyone feel good just looking at something, having a piece of art they have to look at. So yeah, when you have an event, you have to make it colorful. They said a party without a cake is not just a party, it's no longer a party, it's a gathering or a meeting. So you have to have a cake to call it a party. So there are social benefits on why you should learn how to bake and frost your cakes. You connect with loved ones. It gives you that opportunity or that room to connect with your loved ones. Baking and decorating cakes together can be fun. It can be a fun and a bonding activity for families, couples, or friends. Sharing the experience and enjoying the finished product can strengthen relationships. Yes, I know I'm doing this in the quiet of a room, but if I want to add my kids, my husband to the picture once in a while, I can do that. I just call it a cake baking class where everyone is just around and have something to look at or have something to add. Maybe add these ingredients, paint this, or do that. That's just nice. I think I will love doing this. I haven't done this yet, but I can imagine it. Imagine having a group of friends come together for the purpose of baking cakes, like everyone bake their own cakes using a recipe laid down. That would just be a fun activity. It's like going for an art exhibition or painting. Like I see friends, couples go for painting. Yeah, imagine having to bake a cake as a form of activity to hang out. That would be so nice. And this is it. We're all creating memories. Our mission on earth is to live with happy memories. You know, you created lovely memories at the end of the day. Imagine when you look back, you remember when you spent time with your children, your friends, or your friends, however you want it, and you all stayed and baked cakes. and having that everlasting joy and laughter. That is so amazing. Connecting with your loved ones through cakes, it's really a happy feeling. This brings me to the next point of impressing others. I call it, yes, impressing others. Homemade cakes can be a thoughtful and personalized gift for birthdays, holidays, or other special occasions like graduation, baby christening. Yes, they often have a sentimental value that store-bought cakes lack and can truly impress the recipient. Yes, imagine you have to present a cake for an event, you just present it to someone as a gift. That's just a heartfelt gift for me because I know the time you put in, the energy, time you would have used to sleep, you thought of, making a cake for someone. That's really nice. And yeah, you get to impress other people, and that's just an amazing feeling. Another opportunity where social benefits for baking and frosting a cake comes in is fundraising opportunities. Your baking skills can be used to support charitable causes by selling baked goods at events or donating them to bake sales. Yes, if there are events like a fundraising activity, voluntary activity where you need to raise some money to support a cause, yes, people will be willing to buy cakes in exchange for the money they give you. And that is really a good one. Most times everyone wants to benefit something. Everyone wants to benefit or profit from something, no matter what it is, whether it's a charity activity or a profitable course or non-profitable course. The fact that people get to experience something from you after they gave out something from their own end. So yes, when you bake, it's actually a good way to exchange your baked items for money in order to support your charitable cause. Then there are also other benefits to baking and frosting a cake. But then let me tell you what I'm doing now. I'm still crumb coating the cake, and it took me quite some time to do this. So this is the first crumb coat. Crumb coat helps me seal off the pieces of cake that may want to fall out or wish to fall out before I add the main colorful frosting. Right now I'm still adding I'm still using a skewer as my dowel. I haven't been able to order the plastic dowel, so I still make use of a kitchen item, which is a wooden skewer. I hope to do better next time. Yeah, so I added the skewer to support the cake, maybe help it from collapsing so it doesn't fall or it doesn't collapse. I also have to place it in the freezer for about 20 minutes and I bring it back. So this is what it looks after I bring it back from the fridge. I kept it in the freezer to fasten it. It was there for about 15 minutes or thereabout. I bring it back to add the next layer, which is the colorful cake frosting. It brings me to experimenting with flavors and ingredients. Yes, I look at the flavor, look at the color. I'm using an electric green color here. So you have a complete control over the ingredients and flavors in your baked goods. It allows you to cater to dietary restrictions or explore unique flavor combinations. Whatever color ingredients you're using for your recipe, you do it on your own terms. This is what baking and frosting a cake offers you. It helps you save money. Yes, you save money baking your own cakes. It can be significantly cheaper than buying them from bakery, especially if you use basic ingredients and avoid elaborate decorations. You call the shots, you save money, you say, okay, I want a simple cake. This is what I can afford from my kitchen, or I get additional ingredients from the store, but it's way more cheaper. The store-bought cakes are very much expensive, and to be honest with you, they don't even taste as nice as the one you make. Although store-bought cakes are way expensive, more expensive, or even better looking, but they may not taste so good like the one you make because you've considered your ingredients, you've weighed the option, you know what you like, you know your taste buds, you know your health condition, and you are able to regulate the ingredients. So it will always suit your palate, right? Yes. You get to save money from baking your own cakes. Right now, I'm adding the second frosting color. I'm using a baby pink for the second color, and wow, the colors look so good. I thought of making it a multiple colored cake, and I am happy I did this. It's so nice. It brings me to the next point of appreciating baked goods more. Understanding the effort and skill involved in creating a delicious cake can lead to a greater appreciation for the craft and for the professionally made cakes. Yes, because I now make cakes myself, I'm always in awe of what it takes to bake a cake. Whenever I see a baker make content or give their opinion on cakes, I always appreciate it because I know what went in on the craft. I know what it feels like to bake a cake that looks so huge and perfect. I'm always in awe of the person, like, wow, you did this. That is really amazing. I know I am not yet an expert, I'm not a pro, I'm still an amateur baker, but I know the time it takes me to even make this is really time consuming. So I get to appreciate the artistic work found in baked goods, and that's really nice. And you should also try it. This is why I implore you to learn how to bake and frost your cakes because it is really a rewarding experience. It is important to remember that even if you're a beginner, baking and frosting can be an enjoyable and rewarding experience. I felt it, I feel it, I live it. It's really a good experience. Start with simple recipes and gradually build your skills and confidence. You might be surprised at what you create. Yes, you'll really be surprised. Right now, I'm still in the making of simple cake phase. I'm still in that phase where I want to do things that look simple. Maybe once I see it on Pinterest, Instagram, TikTok, wherever, Facebook, I say, okay, I just get inspired. I say, okay, it looks simple. It looks simple. I think I can try my hands on this. And yeah, even if at the end of the day, what I make isn't exactly the picture of what I saw or what inspired me, I'm happy I gave it a try. This is really rewarding. This is a beautiful experience. Yes. So guys, right now I'm smoothing it. That's what I call it. Yeah. I'm smoothing the cake, the frosting. So I have three colors as you can see. I have the electric green, the baby pink, and the orange color. And this is really nice. Like I really thought of making it a multiple colored cakes instead of having just a plain cake. I need to get a longer smoothener. Is that what it's called? Yes, to be able to make and smoothie my cakes at the same time because using this one and you can see the cake looks big, it's bigger than the smoothener I have. It doesn't give me an even smoothing experience. So yes, if I didn't try this, I wouldn't know. But now I'll be able to tell someone, yes, you need to get the right smoothener for every for the right cakes that you're making. I really love baking and frosting my cakes, and I also enjoy you to do that. I hope you've been inspired from this episode of my cake frosting journey to be able to bake and frost your cakes. It's been one hell of a ride trying to bake and frost a cake that can make someone say, wow, this looks so nice. Wow, if I did this every day, I bet I should have been an expert now. But no, I don't bake commercial cakes, so I do not get to bake cakes every day or most days of the week. I just bake cakes once in a while. I bake and frost cakes once in a while. It could be once in 2 months, once in 3 months. So in order to be perfect, I need to keep doing this all the time. They said practice makes perfect. really been an amazing cake frosting episode. Looks like it's a podcast, guys. Are you feeling like you're watching a podcast voiceover? Remember, I said that there are many reasons why you should learn how to bake and frost your cakes. I talked about personal benefits, where you have your creativity and self expression come to life. It gives you a sense of accomplishment knowing you did this yourself. It's a form of relaxation and stress relief. Taking time off to do this is your avenue to relax and create something. You get to build a skill, mixing ingredients, baking, watching the time to bake, trying to figure out if the cake is baked properly or overbaked. Those times are the times you use to build your skill. It's not really a wasted effort, it's actually a good experience. Skill building of any kind is really welcomed in a world of creativity. You're a creator, I am a creator, we are all creators. It also helps you improve your diet. You get to know the ingredients to add in your desserts. You get to reduce the sugar. You're not doing this for commercial purpose, but for yourself. So you're able to regulate the sugar quantity in your cakes. It regulates the processed fats, the artificial additives. You get to, compare them with store-bought cakes and know what is actually healthier for you. Yes, and you get to know what is in every ingredient, what every ingredient is made of, whether they are toxic materials or they are healthy materials. And there is also the social benefits. It helps you connect with loved ones in a healthy way. You get to impress others, and it is really amazing. And we also said it is avenue to, or it gives you something to hold on to while fundraising. If you have a fundraising opportunity, you can sell cakes that you baked and frosted yourself, and that's also nice. We also talked about the additional benefits, which is we get to save money, which is important in our today's world where the cost of living is about to choke the living. Oh my God. I heard cost of living is about to buy the living. So yes, you get to save money, you get to still save money and have fun and have something colorful for your events, knowing that you did this yourself. It helps you appreciate baked goods more. You may not eat all the baked goods. You may not, admire all the baked goods, but you appreciate it because you know the effort and the thoughts that went into bringing your creation to life. And then you get to experiment with flavors and ingredients and colors. All these are important reasons you get from baking and frosting your cakes. I hope I'm able to convince you and not confuse you that baking and frosting your cakes is actually an important job for you to do in the world of creativity. So right now I'm done with baking and frosting. I'm done with the frosting, so I add a little decoration. This is the confetti. Guys, one day I'll tell you the things you encounter when you start baking. I mean baking aggressively. So right now it is the confetti time. I add some confetti to give it that finished look. It's just a beautiful one. And I top it with some birthday candles for the celebrant. Yeah, I actually like these candles. This is my first time using this kind of a candle stand for the tiny candles. And there's a big candle as well for the celebrants to have a field day. And I finished it with this princessy look because the celebrant likes being princessy. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more and remember to subscribe to the channel. Have a beautiful day ahead and I wish you well in your cake frosting journey. Bye.